Get my 6. Guys, as of late, we've been gifting the mysterious creatures, which may or may not live in the forest behind my home, which, by the way, may or may not be, just potentially, Bigfoot Sasquatch, who, IMHO, is really only hiding from the IRS. He just doesn't want to be taxed and regulated. And by the way, this very comfortable hoodie is available from our merch shelf. If you scroll down, it's from Teespring. Yeah, I designed this. These are really comfortable. You're missing out if you don't have one. But I'm taking these with us. We're going for a walk. We're going up to the campground. So I got something I got to show you. Something I just found like minutes ago. And just keep this in mind right here. But been working away at my wood pile. Somebody asked in the comment section recently what happened to my Pull-In Pro 18-inch chainsaw. I'm using it. I just don't make a whole lot of firewood videos anymore because you get tired of people telling you about all this better equipment you need that you don't. So I kind of, I just don't make a whole lot of firewood videos anymore. But my Pull-In Pro 18-inch chainsaw is now in its 3rd year of use, and I'm having no problems with it. It's cutting up these giant red oak logs, and then I split them with a 10-pound sledgehammer and diamond wedges, diamond mauls, and a splitting axe. Once I bust these big boys in half, I go at them with the axe, about a 4-pound splitting axe. It's really, you know what? I will say this and leave it alone. It's a poor musician who blames his instrument. Enough said. So, with that said, we're going to walk up to the campground. Here's what's going on. I cleaned everything up. I put everything away because I like to clean as I go. I'm not one of those people that will just, I'll just leave the mess laying around. I'm going to be splitting wood for the next however long. Just leave the mess laying around. I always give myself enough time to clean up the mess. And I do clean up the mess. And I make a mess again the next day. I come out to split. And I like to stack, as you can see here. Here's a fresh stack of red oak that we just split up. I get it up off the ground to let it start its drying process because it takes, before it's super ready to burn, it takes at least 1 year, but I like to give it at least 2 years, and man, what a difference it makes. So, making this video a little bit earlier in the day than usual, and the reason why is because we had some activity a little bit earlier today than usual. I usually don't make these videos until the last half hour or so before dark because that is when, of course, the veil is the thinnest. And up here, all right, need to start going backwards. Pay very close attention to what's going on behind me. Watch for movement, watch for strange sounds. I used to say just watch for dark figures, but watch for pasty pale, Elmer's glue all white figures now too. With this white boy guy running around here. So I was down there splitting wood. I didn't want to make this video right now because I've been working out here. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon as of this recording, even though I didn't upload this video until a little bit later in the evening. But I haven't even had lunch yet. I've been up since about 5:30. I was reading, writing, doing all kinds of stuff inside. As soon as the sun came out, started doing stuff out here. Splitting wood. So as I was cleaning up, putting my tools away because I'm not a messy pigsty slob. I like to keep my space, might not have much, but I very much am grateful for what I have. I'm proud of it, and I make sure to keep it neat and orderly and looking clean. And it's not because of what others might think, it's because of what I think. It's called dignity, and I don't want to look out my window and see a mess. So just keep it clean, okay? So I'm putting my stuff away, and I catch movement up here out of the corner of my eyes. Up here it's campground, okay? Now, backstory. Between Christmas and New Year's, we were doing some gifting up here because I was seeing, and we got them on film, guys. We got them on film. There were upright walking bipedal creatures up here in this forest just as the sun was, actually after the sun is already down behind the horizon. And it was almost too dark to even see them, but we actually got them on camera, got them on video. we did some gifting to see if we could lure them in closer. And we gifted a turkey leg, which they devoured. I put it up here at the gifting spot. A couple of hours before daylight or so, I went up and waited in an upstairs bedroom, the one I use as my office, and kept my eyes open. Saw something up here, came running out, and they had completely devoured it. So then I think the next night we went with Snickers bars. They got those, opened the wrappers, okay, left the wrappers, and we got those on film walking around up here in the woods. There were at least 2 of them. Some people saw 3. And then, of course, the next night we gifted a giant box of, what is it called? Is it Stouffer's? Russell Stover's candy, I think it was. They're like almond truffles, chocolate on the outside, and on the inside they have caramel and almonds. Okay, those were not taken. I don't know why. I have reason to believe, or I have reason to think it might have to do with the, I'm trying to make sure you see in the background as I sneak up here. You know, we've caught them on camera before by walking backwards. We do all these weird, kooky things. Somebody commented today about how they too have been known to run around doing chores with Q-tips sticking out of their ears or a toothbrush hanging out of their mouth. Now, I've yet to meet anyone else who's been brushing their teeth running down the hill like a madman with a sledgehammer. But you know, there's reasons we do these things. There's a method to the madness. These things are curious, just like all humans, just like all animals. They will come closer. You can get them on video by acting like a lunatic. I know this. This is my personalized research method. I've been doing it for years, and I probably have arguably the best Bigfoot Sasquatch footage on the internet, on YouTube. I mean, if you don't believe me, go look at the video from 25 October 2019, titled, "He Discovers the Lair of Bigfoot Sasquatch and is told loud and clear," or something like that, "he is not welcome." Okay, that's probably the best one before the ones we got up here. Did you see that? Yep, ducked right behind the tree, didn't it? Telling you, man, they see a fool walking around backwards, carrying diamond balls in his hand. They're like, what? And they come out to get a closer look. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. It's cryptozoology. It's not even a real science. It's a pseudoscience. It just got eerily quiet. Of course, that could be because I finally shut that up. Okay, so the Russell Stover candy was the last thing we gifted, and that was probably 4 nights ago. I did not re-gift it the next night because re-gifting is low class. Come on, guys. Number 2, I took it in the house and I've hidden it in my office, and I'm eating them like 3 or 4 a day. Don't tell my beautiful bride dearly, aka Giggly Girl. So I'm supposed to be eating less sugar in 2021. So anyway, I haven't gifted for about 4 or 5 days. That's the gist of it. So I'm down there, been splitting wood all morning, working my backside off, putting my stuff away, detect movement up here, see something going into the forest. I come up and I found that they left me a gift. Okay, let me not commit the cardinal sin of YouTubing by stopping the video now until I show you what they left. Gosh, some people's children. All right, look. Here is our gifting stump. This is where we left the turkey leg, the Snickers bars, and the candy, the box of candy that I have reclaimed. Watch, look at this. Look at that. Is this a diamond mall? No. You know what it is, though? It is a stone in the perfect shape of a diamond mall. Now let me flip the phone to give you a close-up view. Look at this. Here's my diamond mall. Here's one my buddy Ralph gave me about a month or so ago. An older gentleman that used to split his own firewood the same way I do, but he doesn't anymore. Went and bought himself a fancy schmancy new house with state-of-the-art heating and cooling system so he doesn't burn anymore. But look at this. I come up here as I see the movement, something scurrying into the forest, and there's a stone laying here that looks like, now the backside looks like they hit it with the sledgehammer a little bit too hard. But guys, this isn't actually a real splitting maul. This is a rock. But how did they find one? I mean, they went out of their way. They went out of their way. Look at that. To be able to find a rock that looks almost size-wise even, it's identical to a diamond maul. Now look, I'm not going to commit that cardinal sin and stop recording now. Let's take a direct line of sight view from here. And in between Christmas and New Year's, we did catch them on camera way up there in the forest from down here splitting wood, okay? Let me make sure I don't break my AQQ. I'm getting up on this wood pile. But look, down there's where we split the wood. Let me zoom, see? So guys, this is just absolutely amazing. And I am excited. I've just been splitting wood and doing some other chores outside for about 4 hours. So my energy, usually when I make these videos later in the day, I'm all peppy and I'm more excited because I've just taken my nap. Haven't had my nap yet. Getting ready to go take it now. But what do I make of this? I make of this several things. Number one, of course, and as I've said over and over and over, he, she, it, or they, et al., because there's obviously potentially thousands of them. Some of these images we've been seeing lately that have been blown up and looked at closer. I mean, it's no harm. Number two, they're being courteous, you know. Okay, here's what I really think, though. I think that they want me to keep gifting. I've heard people say never start gifting these things because if you stop, they take it personally and they get upset and they start tearing stuff up. They start throwing rocks at you and rocks at your house. Maybe it's a warning. They're like, hey, brah, here. Thank you for what you gave us. Here's this odd-shaped tool that you obviously like to use when you're down there banging away on your very large red oak firewood with your 10-pound sledgehammer, staying fit as a fiddle and not having to pay gym membership fees, and not having to pay prescription medication fees, you know, because you're staying fit and healthy by staying active. So here. And by the way, it would be really nice if you'd start gifting us again. That's what I think. I mean, we gifted them 3 nights straight. Yeah, I saw that. Did you see that thing run right there up in there? Keep watching. Wow, this is early. Okay, so we only chicken leg. We left them a chicken leg one night too. So I guess 4 out of 5 nights we gifted, and then we just stopped for the last few nights. So guys, I'm going to have to gift them something else, I guess. But we've got to thank them because we don't want to be snobs. We don't want to be pretentious. We don't want to be self-important and be disrespectful of their gift. So let's thank them as we end this really awesome video. Okay, so we're going to take it. We're going to show them that we're taking it. Look at that. I mean, like perfect, almost identical to the one my buddy Ralph gave me. We're going to show him, her, it, or they that we are accepting their gift because I have reason to believe we're being watched right now. Probably always being watched out here. You know, not just by, you know, voyeuristic, agoraphobic neighbors, but by him, her, it, or they. Yep, look at that. Look, oh, you see that peeker? Okay, look. I got them all bundled up. They're really heavy now. So I just want to come over here to the edge of the woods and say thank you. Attention, him, her, it, or they. Thank you for this precious gift upon which you have bestowed us. Or bestown. Get it? No pun intended. Thank you. We gladly accept it. Bestown. See her from one. This was such a cool video until it's kind of cold out here. I know I'm not wearing a coat because I've been working, but it's still like 34 degrees. Okay. A-E-I-O-U. Yes, I'm a lunatic, but no, that has nothing to do with my insanity. That's called, you learn that in drama. Any of you ever do plays? Come on now. You guys know everybody said I'm a bad actor, and the only thing I learned that I can do good from acting school is the dramatic pause. See you for more next time here at the PBS. The potential. Bigfoot. Sasquatch. Show.